All right, it's pretty sad that this is the end of my ownership of my soon to be somebody else's 51 Ford Shoebox. I owned this car for the past four and a half, maybe 5 years, and it's it was unreal. Every minute of owning this car, driving around, all the funds I've had, and all the nostalgia that I had driving around, it was just fantastic. I don't think any other car could replace, and you know, nothing comes close to it. I've probably owned about 50 cars by now, and this is the one and only car that I actually like already regret selling it, and it's not even picked up. Anyway, see this inspection sticker of New Jersey. It says expires April 30th of 1974. So it had been sitting for over 40 years in a yard. I think it was off of a state sale. So someone had it on the back of a house, out in the elements. Collecting dust and rust. But honestly, this is all patina. It's not. It's just surface rust. If you were to sand this down, you'll have brand new. I don't want to call it brand new, but you'll have metal back and paint it right over, I guess. So I'm not the person who brought it back to life. His name is Dan. I forgot his last name, but anyway, I'm still friends with him, and he had it bought, and all he did was put some fresh points in it, fresh gas, new battery, and supposedly it immediately turned on. After 40 years, mind you, immediately turned on. It ran. He did a few maintenance items like changing all the oils and things like that. Obviously, sitting that long, everything was gunked up. But yeah, after that, he probably had it about a year, maybe less than that, and then I ended up buying her. I didn't do much. Well, I actually did a lot, but I left the exterior exactly the same way. It's been preserved. I want to say preserved, out in the elements, so it's all natural patina. What else? There's a lot of arms going right now. Man, it's sad. It's really sad. But anyway, it's got 12 volt systems, been converted to 12 volt. It used to be 6 volt. Let me pop the hood first and show it. It's all original, by the way. And the car has right now almost 56,000 miles. I think it's 55,900. Pop the hood open right there. Anyway, it was a little bit of hassle to get the hood open because it's heavy as hell, and I'm one-handed operation. Anyway, it's still got the flathead V8, 8BA. Like I said, it's converted to 12 volt. It's got an alternator now. It's running an aluminum radiator with an auxiliary fan, so it actually never overheats. If you were to get stuck in traffic, you would, just put the fan on just in case. And that fan, I believe, is about 4,000 CFM, so it's pretty good. Yeah, that's about it on the engine side of the coolness. It's got the 303 manual gearbox. Let me show you the interior anyway. So there's not much to see on. I mean, it's all badass on the outside, but still, there's not much to see in terms of what I've done. Interior. I have all brand new interior here. I'm in the upholstery business now, but when I got this done, I was not. So I paid about $8 grand getting all this done. It's got brand new headliner, all sun visors. All of these trim pieces are powder coated, so it's gonna last forever. The window frames. It's got Rolls-Royce carpet. The seats are tuck and roll pleated. This is marine vinyl, by the way. It's not leather, but it's so much better than leather. It feels exactly like leather. But you know, you don't have to condition it, you don't have to do nothing to it. It just gets preserved by doing nothing. The dash has been painted to match the rest of the interior. The whole 9 yards, man. I mean, I love this damn thing. The package tray done. There's not a single item that's not been done on the inside. So it's a full-blown interior build. Doors, boom, boom. Okay, so this was broken when I got it. The window already broken. It was still there, but it was shattered to bits. It looked like crap. So I just put a plexiglass on there. It still goes up and down, no problem. I never got around replacing it, but you could actually contact Shoebox Central. His name is Chris. I've been in contact with him quite a few times, but only done once or twice business with him. But I mean, I don't want to call myself lazy. I actually do a lot of things, but I never, you know, I keep forgetting about it. Like a door handle. This, he was literally gonna sell it to me for 15 bucks shipped. It's a really simple system. It just gets bolted right there on the inside, and it's a push system, so it just gets pushed, and then because it's tied up with bolts, when you pull it, it pulls itself. So that's that right there. Other than that, missing, the only thing that's missing in the car is the back trunk trim piece, the chrome piece, and the side piece right there. I have one of them laying around. I actually already put it in the trunk, ready to go for the buyer. White wall tires, I probably have about 3,000 miles on them. Firestone Deluxe Vintage tires with the 3-inch sidewalls. Hey, this was a brand new old stock visor for shoe boxes. What I did was just try to match the patina with a few different colors of cans of paint and slapped it on there and call it a day, and it looks pretty good. Like, if I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know that it didn't age with the car. Yeah, this is all oxidation. At one point, literally, it took me 20 seconds to rub this down. It was just exactly like this, but if you rub this down, you will actually get some color underneath the brown. Like I said, it's all oxidation, so this car still does have paint. I know a lot of people, they just knock the rust off, use CLR or you know, any product that you think will work, or you know, the information is out there. Anyway, you could knock it down, buff it, compound it, and you will actually get some shine on this car too. But I you know, instead went with the linseed oil method, which is literally oil that is used on deckings and on wood, but it just preserves the patina. So if I was to leave it out in the rain or get stuck in the rain, the water will just bead right off of it, and it won't really further get oxidized or rust away. So most major, or if that's still minor, actually, it's not even major problem with the car is few rust spots. So that's not rust, this is rust. Pretty much what you should call rot. This is a very common problem on the shoe boxes. This little area collects some water, so it rusts away. They do have replacement parts sections for it, so you just pull it out. I mean, it's still work. You gotta get the fender out and get a new replacement panel patched on. Also, the bottom of the fenders also rust away. You have to replace that. I am including replacement pieces for the rear fender wells. It's not that bad at all, but there's some pinholes starting right there. There should be a couple around here under the trim. Same scenario on the other side as well. And this rocker panel was replaced. I actually had two, but only installed this one because it doesn't want to rust, so it kind of looks weird on a patinaed car to have a shiny part. So yeah, anyway, if that's your thing and you want to like kind of restore it, you would have to put another rocker on the other side of the car. What else? Fuel filler. So I don't have a key for the car. I never had a key for the car. What I did was, well, the person who had it before me for a short amount of time, he was using a screwdriver, and with a screwdriver anyone can steal the damn thing. So I wired a switch, a hot switch for it, strategically hidden, and a push button start. So it's almost impossible to steal this car the way I rigged it. Just don't show it to anyone who, you know, you may have. But it's got dual exhaust, side exits, well, not through the body but underneath. The car is pretty low, so it's on blocks and flipped axles in the rear. The front is on spindles. What is that called? Camber arms and cut springs. So the cut springs are pretty harsh, going over potholes and etc. Because there's not much of rebound going with the you know, with the springs. But it rides phenomenal, especially now. I mean, I live in New York City, so it's terrible for me. The roads suck here. It's the worst city to be driving a car like this. But the person who's buying the car lives out in Orange County, so the roads for the most part are buttery smooth. So he's really gonna enjoy the ride in this car. I've probably driven about 3,000 miles or so. I never worried about going anywhere far with her. Actually put about 800 miles in one shot once, a couple hundred miles in different times, and going to car shows and upstate New York. What was it? Adirondack. Yeah, nationals. So that was that. That was pretty fun. It's a flathead V8, so these burn a little bit of oil. I'm also doing this video for the buyer, so these burn a little bit of oil. They're meant to burn oil, so it's recommended you check your oil level every fill up and add, possibly. Yeah, other than that, it has not a single issue. Everything on the dash still works, except for the gas gauge. The only problem with the gas gauge is that this has been converted to 12 volts, so you need an additive. I forgot what exactly electronic device or what it is called, but from a 6 volt sender to 12 volt, you need something. You got to add something to make that gas gauge work. But not that the gas gauge is broken. It's fine, but just because it's converted to 12 volt, it does not work currently. So you know, you got to watch out. You got to make sure that you always have some gas going, or just carry a jug. Yeah, man, it really sucks. The patina in the video looks a little, like, actually a lot darker than it is in person. But I have some photos. You can actually follow me on 51 Shoebox on Instagram. I have many videos and photographs of the car. I've done some cool things. You know, I've been to places, and I've taken some nice shots of this car that I love, but I am getting rid of it. It sucks. I just have so many projects, and you know, like I like projects. I like working on them. I like adding stuff to them and modifying them, but this is one car that I have nothing else left to do, and after that it just gets boring. So she's got to go. I wish I had the space. I don't have a space. That's my major issue. If I had the space, I would love to have kept this car forever. But anyway, the buyer's really cool, and we'll be in touch with him. I'll be in touch with him, and if anyhow down the road he would like to sell it, I am going to buy it without hesitation. If, say, I still have room. If I don't have room, I can't do it. But sometime sometime down the road, I would say sometime close, I'm gonna get a bigger property and make that happen, hopefully. But what else? No seat belts, no mirrors. This is 1951 in New York. It's not mandated till 6 to 3, so you could be driving around with no seat belts, having no mirrors. You'll be perfectly fine if you get pulled over. You just tell them the car was never equipped with it, and they'll let you go. It actually happened. So true story. But yeah, there's no dents, dings on the car. I think there's a little dent on the rear quarter, upper quarter, right there. I'll show it to you. By the gas, right there. It's a little bit of dent. And yeah, there's no dings, no dents on this car. It's almost impossible to actually dent it. This is one of those cars where you actually get to say they don't make them like they used to. So, it's true. It's really true. It's the type of gauge of steel that they used on these cars just don't give. I know cars. I actually have a 2014 F-150 Ford, rusty piece of shit bucket. Fairly new car. I actually seen cars 2-3 years old with rust issues, and this is a 7-year-old car, and it's super solid. It's super solid. So anyway, I'm signing out. I wish the best of luck to the new owner of this car, and hopefully he'll take care of it, and this car will take care of him back, which I'm pretty sure that will be the case. This car, like say 3 months, 6 months, it just sits. I hop in it regardless of the weather condition. It could be 30 degrees out there. I don't even have to put the choke on, push the button, it starts immediately. It's creepy. It's just creepy how every time it just wants to drive itself. So yeah, I love this car, but fuck it. Anyway, signing out. Sometime down the road, hopefully to meet again. Bye.